Hello everyone, this is Noah with Save Green here, and today what we're going to do is try to get our headlights on this car restored so we can eliminate some of the haziness and fogginess. So I just got a few products that I ordered online on Amazon that I'm going to use to try to make the haziness or the fogginess, if you will, go away and make it a little bit better to see at night. So we're going to go ahead and try the products. I might take the recordings of me actually doing it, but we'll give it a shot and let you know how it looks. Okay folks, so the first order of business is you're getting painter's tape and you're going to cover your paint of the vehicle from the actual chemicals that we're going to be applying. Now I personally used the frog tape, and notice here, delicate surface. It's the yellow tape that you see here, and I used it because I've never done this before and I don't want to use any tape that's stronger, so I got the one that says delicate surface. And if you notice too, I kind of put a skirting. What I did is I used a tablecloth material, and just to keep the chemicals from getting on the bumper or whatnot. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna kind of see what it does and try to protect the paint from it. If you're going to do this as a side gig or as a job that you want to do, then you want to make sure the customer sees that you're really taking care of their paint job. So that's the first order of business. The first thing we're going to do is tape it off and protect the paint. Okay, and the next thing we're going to use is the this green sandpaper. It's a 2000 grit. So we are also using a sanding block. So I already put the self-adhesive sanding paper in there, and what we're going to do is we're going to apply water to it, and we're going to do what we call a wet sand. Now I went ahead and bought myself a good spray bottle. I hated these dollar spray bottles, so I got this Zep professional sprayer. It has a great trigger that has a quick response. So we're going to continue spraying this and wet sanding it with this. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll go to step number 2. Okay, so we just did our 3000 grit wet sanding process. You can see that it's wet right now still. It still looks hazy, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and use our 2000 grit process now. Again, we got a different sanding block. I like to use 2 different ones to start this. I didn't want to be switching from one sandpaper to the next. So I got myself 2 sanding blocks. We're going to go ahead and do a wet sand on this guy. Okay, so I already went ahead and did the second wet sanding procedure, and it still looks hazy, still looks foggy, but when you run your hand on it, it feels really, really smooth, almost like glass. Now that's what I was reading on, that's what I looked up, that's the way it should be when you're done with the second sanding process. But then comes the polishing part, so we're going to go ahead and start that. Okay everyone, so the next process is using our first compound that we're going to use here, and we're going to use different sponges or different heads here, foam heads you'll see. I'm going to start with the orange. We're going to use starting with this product that we purchased, and then we also purchased this adapter here. It does have a black adapter that hooks up to your drill. If you don't have an orbital type of buffer like the auto mechanics or the auto detailing shops have and so forth, you can just use your drill. In this case I'm using a hammer drill, set it up all the way to the fastest setting. What we're going to do is put 4 or 5 drops on here and then just start buffing away. So let's do that and see how it looks. So folks, you can see the difference between that, and I'll walk you over here, and that. So I've already done polishing, giving it the first polish. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with this guy here. Different foam pad and another polisher. This is the optical grade cutting polish. This is going to give it like a really nice shiny smooth finish. So we're going to do that and show you the progress. Okay, so to recap, we started with the purple bottle here and the orange pad. And that's how the The process is supposed to go in this order. Then the white foam pad with the red bottle. This is the one that gave it the last polish, like you see there. So I'm going to step back again and show you here the difference between that and that. I mean, it looks like brand new. It's incredible. The shine is just unbelievable. But there's another product that I also ordered. It's called Jet Seal. And this also, they say it's actually used on the Concorde jet nose as a sealant. So this is supposed to protect it for 12 months so the UV rays won't turn it yellow again. So basically apply it by hand or with a machine and then use a microfiber to go ahead and polish it off. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, so with the Jet Seal, I'm just using a regular standard sponge. I applied the product in there and I'm just going to coat it just like it says in the bottle, let it create a haze. Then later we come back with a microfiber towel and go ahead and wipe it off. So we're just putting a haze. This is going to be a protectant. So when the car is being driven around in the sun, or if you don't have a garage or carport, you can protect it this way. So just apply it generously and then let it sit there into a haze for 20 minutes and then we'll go ahead and wipe it out with the microfiber.